guys, welcome back to our channel. I just wanted to film a short clip for you guys beforehand, before you guys watch this footage, just explaining a little bit about the footage that you're about to see in this video. So if you're brand new to our channel, my husband and I, Derek, we are adopting. And so we had a match. We had a first match that ended up not working out. This was the second match, and it as well ended up not working out much further into the process, though. We actually met birth mom and the sweet little baby girl. So obviously we traveled to the state. We did not find out until day of signing papers that it was not going to work out. So I kind of fought with this idea in my head on if I wanted to edit the footage or if I didn't want to edit it, and if I wanted to post it or not. And I think ultimately, number one, I think that it was a little bit healing for me to be able to watch those emotions. Number one, just because I know that we're going to get another match, and so it was kind of like I was watching those moments and trying to like remind myself as I'm watching them, like, do you remember how happy you were? That's gonna happen again. I know right now your heart is broken and you don't understand how this could happen, and you're just feeling really vulnerable and really emotional right now, but the way that you were feeling that day is going to happen again. If you are going through adoption, maybe you are waiting, maybe you just experienced a failed match, I just want for someone to have a place where they can come and they can kind of like watch the journey and see all of the parts of it, not just the happy things, because there are so many hard and emotional things in this journey. It is not easy. To say that it is a roller coaster does not even begin to cover it. It's just an easy kind of happy word that we place on something that is just really a whirlwind and a tornado of craziness that's just, you never know what's happening from one second to the next. And so in the end, I decided to post this footage, and I hope that you guys find it helpful, and I hope those of you who maybe are not going through adoption and who have just been on this journey with us from the beginning, I felt like I kind of not owed it to you, but that, you know, you guys have been there too. And so I wanted for you guys to be able to see the happy moments and finding out the gender of the baby. Another thing that I wanted to add is that the baby was supposed to be born on the 17th. She had a scheduled C-section, and she ended up going into labor and having a C-section on the 15th. I don't think that we talked about that. If you follow us on Instagram or Twitter, then you probably saw those updates. So when you see the footage of finding out the gender, it was really emotional because number one, we didn't know the gender. Number two, we didn't know that the baby had been born 24 hours earlier. And so it was just a lot. It was overwhelming to hear the gender. Obviously, you guys probably know I wanted a little girl so badly. And so to be able to find out that it was a girl was just a moment that I will not ever forget going forward. And then it was just like 7 years of waiting for this and feeling like there's actually an alive baby right now who is waiting to meet us. And that was really, really overwhelming, and just feeling like it was real and we could put an identity and a name with her. And so it was just a lot. If you watch closer to the end of the footage, you can see I ended this video. There will be a part 2 that I will put up on Monday. But I ended the video with us talking in the hotel room the night after we met birth mom and baby. And I think I did a good job of covering up my emotions, but I wish you guys could have seen a lot more of, especially the 2 hours following leaving the hospital. If you talk to my sister or my friend Victoria or Derek, they can all tell you that I was in a really weird spot, and I felt really, really depressed. I didn't know how to process things. Honestly, my thought process was, I just want to leave. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to leave. And I think, I don't know, I'm really good at picking up the way that people feel and the way that they're thinking about things, and I just got a really, really odd sense from birth mom that, I don't know, that it maybe was not going to go the way that we thought that it was going to go. And so why do I feel like now I can't breathe? A week in, my emotions are still very much linked to this. I think about this all the time. And so oh man, it makes me feel very odd to think about myself before I knew how this was going to end. And my heart breaks for myself because I want to protect myself, and I wish that I could go back and say, yes, the way that you're feeling is totally justified. You should not get attached. I mean, even in the minutes walking out of the hospital and Derek is standing next to me waiting for the elevator, and he's just so excited and so happy, and he's like, we met our little girl. She's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in the whole entire world. And I'm standing there thinking, this is the last time I'm ever going to see her. And not knowing that for sure, but that's truly how I felt. And so it was like, I loved her so much, and we weren't allowed to take pictures. And so I just had this overwhelming feeling that I was not ever going to see her again. And that this was going to, I mean, I say even in the footage that I truly felt that this had the possibility to break me. And it 100% did have the possibility to do that. And in many ways, I feel very broken. But if anything, it solidified in my heart how much I need this and how much I want this. And so, it was hard, but we're making it through it. Each day is a little bit of progress. And I keep thinking one day I'll be able to talk about this without getting emotional. I don't know that it will ever happen because we were so invested and we had so much of a connection with both of those young women or woman and little baby girl. And so I hope you guys enjoy this footage. Be sure to have some Kleenexes ready, because even though they're happy moments, since you know how it ends, I found it very emotional. And one of my friends did as well. She was like, you know, that we're watching you be so happy and so excited, and we can't even imagine the happiness that you're feeling, and yet we're all sitting here knowing how it's going to end, and our hearts just break for you. Enjoy. We will see you guys again on Monday for part 2, which is all kinds of baby shopping, and it's a lot of fun. But also the end of it is footage of us finding out that it was not going to work out in our favor. And so I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Try not to cry too much. Try to watch this video and be encouraged by the things that we were feeling, and knowing that we're going to feel those again, hopefully very, very soon. But we will see you guys on Monday. We love you guys. Bye. Good morning, guys. Welcome to 24 hours until baby is going to be born. Less than 24 hours. We're now almost at 23 hours. We are you excited? You just making noises over there. We are heading out of our hometown in Georgia, but yeah, we are heading out. It says that it's supposed to take us 7.5 hours from here, so we're hoping for like 6.5, maybe 7 at the most. How you feeling?
A little nervous.
Yeah.
A little excited.
A little excited.
A lot excited. And just already dreading this car ride.
Yeah.
But at least we're going somewhere good.
Yeah. Oh, American Adoptions is calling.
Do you want to know the gender of the baby?
Yes.
I guess. I don't
She
know.
had a little girl.
Oh my
Sunday
God.
morning.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Little girl. Are you so excited?
I can't even breathe.
Shouldn't have put that makeup on after all this morning, should ya?
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so we've like had a minute to pull it together.
She sent us an email at 10:57, so like not even 20 minutes ago, and she had the baby yesterday morning. We're parents now. We have a 1 day old.
We gotta go get it. Get hold it.
What? That's insane. She was like, do you want to know the gender? And part of me was like, I don't know. Not if it's a boy, which we would have been so happy either way.
Yeah.
But you got, I mean, The little bit that I have said to you guys about how badly I wanted a girl, it was a million times worse than that. I have been saying that I wanted a girl since we started trying to have a baby.
Goals.
Girl, oh my gosh. Well, we're not going to announce her name yet.
I thought we've already said it on the phone before.
Never any names.
Oh.
You guys have no idea, but we know. I can like actually like picture like my daughter and her name, and like I don't know, this is so beyond overwhelming, but I'm just so relieved, and I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Cry baby all the time. Oh my gosh. So we have
officially
pretty much told everyone, and I was really nervous about telling some of my side of the family because I didn't know how they were gonna react, and everybody has been so nice, and their text messages and their messages just make me cry because I'm reading these words from these people who are saying congratulations on your little girl, and it's just like I just can't even believe it. I mean, literally in April it will have been 7 years, and that's just 7 years of being married and wanting children. I've wanted to be a mom for my entire life. And so to like finally be in this place where it's just done, that journey's just over, and now we get to start this new journey of just being parents and raising this little girl, and my heart is literally like, I just don't think it could take much more because I'm just so happy. How are you feeling? I feel like you haven't talked a whole lot.
I don't even know how to describe it.
I just sit here and I think about it, and it's just hard to wrap your mind around.
It really is. There's so much failure.
Yeah.
And just we're not even waiting for the baby to be born anymore. It's here. Our little daughter's here.
And she's healthy. I told Derek it's like trying to get pregnant and going through IVF, and like, oh man, those days of just, and weeks and months and years of just thinking this is never going to happen. It's just never going to happen. And then deciding on adoption and feeling a little bit like, oh, I just wish it could be the other way. I want all of the things that everybody else gets to experience. And yet, in this moment, the only thing that matters is that there's a little girl who's waiting to meet us. And she's gonna be ours. And it doesn't matter that I didn't see those 2 pink lines on a pregnancy test, or that I didn't get to feel her kicks, or that I didn't get to plan for 9 months, or that I didn't get to see her the second that she was born. All that matters is that now we're parents to a little girl. And it's just so, I'm just so thankful. I told Derek I literally feel like the luckiest person in the whole entire world that we get, that she's ours, and that we get to spend the rest of our lives loving her.
She's gonna be one spoiled little girl.
That's definitely for sure. And I think about my favorite little girl, Rowan, and how for the past 2 years it has literally been my pride and joy of getting to be her aunt and getting to spend time with her. And I think about spending time with her last night and just waiting to see her with her new little best friend, and getting to go with my sister and go to Disney and get to buy pink and dress up and tea parties and this week could go either way, and we're going to support her and we're going to love her no matter what she chooses. And we told her that. I said, no matter whether you decide to place her with us or you decide to parent yourself, we are just so excited to get to experience some of this with you. We have made it to, what, how far away from me? 14 minutes from the hospital. So we are probably like 20 minutes away from meeting our daughter. And I don't even know how to feel. Do you feel anything?
I don't know where I'm going.
Well, it's not red before we get there.
It's just I don't know how to feel.
I don't either.
It's like I don't know. It's like one of those moments you wait for forever and ever and ever, and it finally happens, and you're like, I don't know.
I'm just grateful to be here.
Yeah. We get to meet the birth mother, we get to meet our
Birth
daughter, and the birth dad. It's just an exciting time.
Yeah, I've cried a lot today, so I'm really hoping I can keep it together when we meet everyone, because I'm probably gonna tear up a little bit, but I don't want to full on like ugly cry, like sobbing.
Let's be honest. You're not keeping it together.
I really want to try to like not make anyone uncomfortable or anything. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna live in the moment though. I want to remember every last little detail of today. So we just met our daughter. We just met our daughter, and she is perfect. I don't know how else to describe it. Anyways, so we are back in our hotel, and what did we do?
We saw our baby.
Yeah. But yeah, we met the baby, we met birth mom. She was so nice and so kind. As soon as we walked in, she was like, come pick the baby up. And I was like, okay. And so, I don't know, it just took a little bit of the awkwardness out of it, because I was like worried, like, does she want me to hold the baby? Does she not want me to hold the baby? Like, so it was kind of nice for her to just go ahead and jump in and say that. And so we held the baby for a while. Derek got to hold the baby for a while. Then I got to feed the baby. And then we kind of left after that. We didn't want to stay for too long.
We didn't want to overstay our welcome.
No. But it was a crazy walk into that hospital, and like asking people where we needed to go. The hospital's huge. Yeah. And trying to like explain what was happening and being like, we're the adoptive parents, and they're like, okay. And so they like told us where to go, but I don't think a lot of people knew what was happening.
Yeah, they were like, the baby center's that way.
Yeah. So tonight's tough. Handing the baby back to birth mom was tough, which we knew was going to happen. Yes, and until papers are signed, until papers are signed, it's not our baby. And so it's hard to look at the baby and to fall in love with it and then to hand it back to someone else. Yeah. I am struggling with that emotionally a lot. I was in a really weird like headspace as soon as we came out of the hospital, and Derek's like still over there like giddy and like so happy, and I'm like, I don't feel right. This isn't good. This isn't right. And I mean, just imagine giving birth to a baby and holding it and then handing it to someone and saying, I'll see you in 48 hours. Yeah. Hopefully. I mean, like we said, it's up to the birth mom. If she decides that all of a sudden she wants to parent that baby, then great for her decision, but it's really tough for us. So we don't know how tomorrow is going to go. We told her to let us know, and we may not see baby again until discharge is set for Wednesday morning, so the 18th at 11 a.m. and that is when parental rights papers will be signed as well. So we couldn't take any pictures, though. We don't have any pictures of baby yet, which is kind of hard. Like, since we can't hold the baby in her arms right now. I wish I could stare at a picture for the next 48 hours,
right.
but I'm like trying to sit here and like remember and like burn some image into my head of what she looked like.
I think we probably said it like 7 times.
Image in my head of what the baby looked like. So it's just, I don't know, it's just tough.
The most precious thing ever.
You think?
Yes.
How are you feeling?
I'm not as scared as you are.
No, I'm terrified. Absolutely terrified. I told Derek, we've been through a lot of hard stuff in this journey. I feel like this has the potential to truly break me. Like, this would be the one fell swoop that just would knock me down if this ends up not going through. And now after meeting the baby, yeah. It's just, it would be really, really tough.
But we're gonna stay positive.
I'm trying.
I try to tell her that all the time. I try to be the voice of positivity over here.
Yeah.
Because I know you get in your head space and then...
It's a fun place to be.
I've been there with her. It's not fun. Don't let her lie.
I'm so grateful for him though. Oh my gosh. I mean, just since we found, I mean, even since starting this journey, it's just been a tough road for me. And when you deal with depression and anxiety, especially anxiety, it's just like the unknown makes it worse, and that's all this has been. It's a whole bunch of unknowns, and so I just am like holding my breath until Wednesday morning.
Anxiety worse, so you have to wait.
I just need them in my arms again. That's what I need. I need.
Come Wednesday morning, you'll be all fine and dandy.
Yeah. Tomorrow we're gonna do a lot of shopping.
We're gonna see. We saw some pretty cool places just driving around that I kind of like to. I don't know if I can find again though.
It'll look different when it's not dark outside. Everybody's asking for our baby registry, so we've got to go to Bye Bye Baby and update that. Because most of the stuff on it.
Registry and we looked at it, we were like, bought that.
Yeah, we bought everything on it because we only put stuff that were like, we felt like we really needed because we didn't know the gender.
Yeah.
So now that we know the gender, I feel like we can add some more like frilly kind of things on there.
Frilly.
Yeah, you know, just like not a necessity.
Mm.
What? Some not as necessary things.
There you go.
Derek keeps telling me that I'm giving the gender away, which I have said the specific pronoun about 1,000,000 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're hanging in there. Tomorrow might be a little bit of different.
Tomorrow's going to be the toughest day.
Yeah.
We're going to have to maybe go see a movie or find something. Maybe my friend is they might be able to get out. I don't know. I know she works tonight, but
the best thing in the whole world is just that I get to spend time with my best friend. And that, like, even if things don't go well,
we have time
or
together.
even if we're stressed out, I get to spend time with this guy.
I wish I wasn't.